Street Champs, come get put on. Today we're in here with Ballyhoo. How you guys doing tonight?
Yo, I know I just said it, but thank you guys for making time for us. For real. Like,
yeah, absolutely, man.
That's right.
Put that up to the mic.
Let's go.
Not too close though, dude. Come on. You're a fucking mess.
Expensive gear.
Shut up, dude.
That beer's from Big Bear. Shout out Big Bear.
Shout out Big Bear.
But
Big Bear.
yeah,
Big Bear, New Jersey.
I wish Big Bear liquor stores.
Oh, that was a good one.
a different
We
kind
heard
of
that
sound.
one perfect.
It's a different kind of night right there.
He did almost just spill it all over the fucking microphone.
And this is my first time trying Howler Head. I've never even tried it.
I've never had a banana whiskey before.
Yeah,
here we go.
I'm kind of curious.
Give me a little tiny bit of that.
How is it? Did
I
you
don't know
take
yet.
did you take it yet?
I'm
Wait
waiting.
for everybody.
Give me
Oh,
let me get that one.
It's fine, dude.
I want less than that.
No, that's yours.
All right, that's fine.
I'm glad we brought that.
Oh, it smells like bananas.
Pass that bottle around, dude.
Pass it.
While we're passing the bottle, could we get some introductions around the table?
Yeah.
You guys' names. And
Introduce
what
yourselves.
Positions in the band you guys are.
My name is Howie Spangler, and I sing for the band.
Hell yeah.
And you have a podcast, right?
And I have a podcast, Tales from the Green Room.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm Scott. I do not have a podcast,
Does
but
it?
I'm in the band.
I'm Donald in the band. I also do not have a podcast.
Nice.
My name's Nick.
Make out, and we're done. You're changed.
I missed that reference.
Mallrats.
I'm Nick. I play bass in the band, and
I'm Sebastian. I play guitar in the band.
Let's go. Shout out to
good.
everybody.
Do you have podcasts?
well, neither of us have podcasts yet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Who knows?
We have a little something in the vault there.
I mean, no.
What kind of podcast do you have?
It's just kind of like I just talk about like the experience of being in a touring band for, yeah, a lot of poop and pee jokes.
Oh, we just talk
when the
about
band
poop
joins
today.
me. Just talk about like the experience in the band over the last 27 years and try to give advice and things that I would have loved for us to know about before we actually had to go through stuff. Like,
Do you want to share some advice?
I mean, there's lots. Like, if you employ a radio guy that's gonna push you to radio stations, and then he says, "Hey, I got this radio station thing out in Nebraska, 1,500 miles from your house. You guys should go play this thing they're doing." We're like, "All right, cool." And then before you go do that, you should call ahead and make sure there's actually a radio station there,
Oh, shit.
and that you're actually gonna get paid. And then play the show
people
back,
are actually
bro.
going to care that you were there.
Yeah. So those types of things.
Has there been a lot of like deception like that in the industry, or like a lot of like, I don't know, skeezy people? Like,
I mean, yeah, there's been
to deal with.
some chumps out there, but like,
Right.
I mean,
Fucking chumps.
You're a chump.
I think that was like an honest kind of mistake. I don't know how, but it was, I don't know. But there's a lot of weird shit that happens, and I've met a bunch of bands over the years that have like hit me up in DM or like talk to me at the shows, and they're asking me questions, and it's like things that we've gone through before, and I'm like, oh yeah, don't do this, and make sure you
Let
do
'em
this. So that's what the podcast is about, really.
Awesome, man. Because there's a lot of artists out there that wouldn't even, one, not have a podcast for it, and two, even give, an upcoming artist the light of day to give them advice like that. So you doing that, that's awesome.
I don't.
You know what
It's not a race. It's not a competition. It's just like I'm like an open book when it comes to that shit. It's like if you want to know something, I usually tell you.
And that's
you know.
true art.
Yeah,
That's art.
I'm not like, no, I'm withholding information. You got to go through because we went through it. It's stupid.
Yeah.
There's a smarter way to do this shit, especially nowadays. And you just waste time spinning wheels on things you don't necessarily have to. There's definitely rite of passages. There's things you should have to do. You should have to sleep on floors. You should have to eat shitty food. Those types of things. But
You shouldn't have to blow up your transmission in the middle of Alabama at 3 a.m. on the way to a show where you're going to get paid $3.
their first tour ever, and the van catches on fire. Things like that.
Oh, shit.
$3.
$3?
Probably wasn't even
I
that.
don't think we even got $3.
They got 250.
We played 3 shows in a row, like in Detroit, like Michigan. It was Michigan area. We went, it was like 8-hour drives, like up and down like this, and all 3 shows like didn't get paid at all. And it was nobody showed up. And then one time in Massachusetts, I think we play like Boston area, and we got paid $15 for all 3 bands. So
Between 3
each
bands.
band got $5.
We had to split
Whoa.
a cheeseburger between the 4 of us one time.
What year was that?
2006.
2006.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Remember one time we split one of those pretzel things.
It smelled like wet dog.
Yeah.
It was a barcouterie tray. It was just dog
Oh
food
my
on
god. Dog, get the old shit in the bag.
I love barcouterie.
What year was that?
That would have been. I mean, that was actually like 2010s when that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Not that long ago. But
Yeah, that happened at Jam and Java, and I was in the band, so I mean, like, it was in the past 10 years.
Oh, you're a new addition.
8 years this past April.
Oh, 8 years. Okay. How long-
Not new no more.
this band is 100 years old. So, no. And then Sebastian joined the band. We really started doing shows with him last summer, really, when everything started kind of coming back.
He joined the band during the quarantine.
Yeah.
His first show with us was one of the live streams.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I was in shitty ghost paint. Just like smudged.
he looked like a raccoon, bro.
sweating. Like nervous, yeah.
Did you guys make like a lot of new music during quarantine or anything like that?
Put out an album.
Yeah.
And then we did that, and we were doing live streams every month or every other month. I think we did like 7 or 8 live
yeah.
streams. And we did a bunch of quarantine videos.
The live playthrough quarantine videos.
Yeah, so we stayed busy for sure. We like doubled down, tripled down the content, because before we really weren't using our YouTube that much. And so we were like, well, we got nothing else going on, so let's focus on this. And then we were doing merch drops and things, and the fans really came through for us.
That's nice. That's how you. I mean, that's how you grind it. That's what you do. A lot of people. I mean, I don't want to say a lot of people, but I'm really big into comedy, and you've seen a lot of stand-up comics just kind of shell away.
Yeah.
You've seen it with artists as well. You know, they kind of relate a little bit. You know, it's an art form, but there's the people that get the ground running when bad shit's going on. So that's awesome that you guys did that.
Yeah,
Straight
you
up,
gotta
straight up.
keep things moving. We weren't gonna like stop, you know, like.
Yeah.
And it was bad enough, you know, doing what we were doing, but you know, not playing shows for 18 months, you know, it's still grated on us, you know, and like people were getting mental health issues over it, and like, you know, it was getting weird, you know. It's like we have to do this shit. And it's all we've known for 20 some years, you know, and but yeah, it's crazy.
It's good to be back.
Good to be back. You guys are back, man. We're back. When was the last time you guys were in Pueblo?
Last time we played here was with the Hold Up, remember?
Oh, that was 2017.
And I was like,
Been a while.
We did that outdoor festival outside of Smitty's, right? That was more recent.
Everybody
That was
loves
with
Yeah,
Smitty's.
Smitty's, dude.
That was that
I've
fall?
played at
Like,
Smitty's.
fall of the Expendables?
you don't even know
I
Smitty,
have played at
dude.
Smitty's.
Donald and I.
Who did you play with at Smitty's?
I was in a band called No Need, and we played there in like 2016.
There's no need to tell anyone that.
Yeah.
The timing. The timing. The
You wanted it
timing.
out. I'm sorry.
Damn.
I mean, Donald played here with Brandon Hardesty last year
Yeah.
in the spring. We were doing like a little run. We did Red Rocks, which was rad.
Oh.
The 3 of us, yeah. It was like bittersweet because like we wanted to do it with the band, you know.
Yeah.
But it's-
I mean, it was done.
were we gonna say no?
Yeah, you can't say
Yeah, you guys should
no.
have said no.
Yeah.
Well, let's touch on that a little bit. So, first time playing Red Rocks?
Yeah, it was the first time playing. It was we were like last minute additions, and like me and Brandon were like doing like an acoustic tour together, and I was gonna bring him out for the week that we were out here, Donald, our drummer, and so we kind of combined forces. They gave us a 30-minute set, but for Ballyhoo stuff and Bumpin' Ugly stuff, so we just combined forces.
Boom.
We played, you know, with Brandon, so we played 3 Ballyhoo songs and 3 Bumpin' Ugly songs.
That's awesome.
And it was awesome. It was like crazy seeing it. Like there was a lot of merch. You saw a lot of Ballyhoo flags and T-shirts out there.
Let's go.
Yeah, hopefully we'll all be there to do it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Why exactly was only 3 members there?
it was like a COVID style show. They could only sell like 2,500 tickets, and it's like a 9,000 cap there. And it was like already it was the Movement and Expendables co-headlining, and then Denim was there, and I think one more maybe I don't know, but they had room for like 30-minute set. So they asked us if we wanted to do it. We were like, fuck yeah, and yeah, we did it.
What was that like performing
I mean, it was great. It was, I mean, it's just kind of being at the bottom there and just looking up. I remember thinking like, I've never, like, I'm really like this, like looking like up like that. And just hearing people singing our songs in the, you know, in this, hearing our tunes like reverberate, you know.
Yeah.
You weren't there
And
either.
there's a rad picture of Donald like from
Can't tell
behind.
you
He's
about
like,
it.
he's going like this, you know. And you can see
Not
the
as
whole,
bad as you
both
were.
rocks on the side, you know.
It's
very cool.
Did they have everybody kind of like dispersed all throughout it? or-
Yeah, they were doing like I want to say like every other row and then like spaced out.
Yeah.
And so the place, it looks pretty good considering, you know, there was a third of the room basically, but they had it spread out enough to where it looked like there was a shitload of people there.
Yeah.
But yeah, one day we'll bring the band out and
I'll
get to
be
play
there.
it for sure.
We're getting the whole band out there for sure. That's happening. Manifest.
You gonna be there?
I don't know. Are you?
You gonna be there?
You guys gonna be there?
I wasn't there the first time.
Probably.
If you book it, they will come.
Is Red Rocks like a bucket list kind of thing for you
Yes.
guys? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like every artist, especially that's been through Colorado, that's the venue.
It's the holy grail,
It is.
you know. It's the one where you're like yeah, we got to play there, you know. It's the mountaintop.
I don't think we said where you guys based out of or from.
So we were based out of like Aberdeen, Maryland, which is about 40 minutes north of Baltimore. And now we're all kind of living scattered around Aberdeen, Havre de Grace area. Yeah, we just started playing shows locally at like friends' parties in our high school and stuff. And then a couple of years after that, got into the clubs in Baltimore and kind of really started going from there.
Nice.
Yeah, and then really started getting out, you know, trying to, you know, hit Delaware and Pennsylvania, like Virginia, like just start growing outward, you know. And it was a long, weird growth process for us back in those days. Like we didn't know what we were doing. We had zero guidance. It was just, you know, trying to.
Just go play a show, basically.
Just play, get the
Just
play
go
time,
play.
right?
Yeah.
Learning everything the hard way.
Yeah, make friends with other bands and play. They used to call it gig swapping. I mean, they still do it, I guess. But like you know, hey, well, if you guys let us play
On your
you know,
bill, we don't
before you in your town, we'll let you play before us in our town. So that's how you swap it out. And a lot of times, I just found over the years, like sticking together, like becoming homies with other bands, and then growing together and like helping each other out is just the best course. Instead of like trying to, you know, stonewall and everybody and just do your own thing and be weird. I don't know.
Did you say Stonewall Jackson?
Yeah, I did.
It's that network machine, though.
hell is Stonewall Jackson?
The whole thing is like you never know who you're gonna meet. You never know who's gonna pursue certain avenues in their career, and like, you know, 10 years later, if they remember you being a good person, a kind person, or somebody that's cool, they may want to help you if they're in a position later on. You know, it's like you just
Exactly.
never know who you're talking to. And I just choose to try to be as kind as possible, you know, to everybody.
Hell yeah. It's a good mentality to have.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I've met some people over the years who are dickheads, and they can't seem to get a leg up these days because people remember that they were a fucking dickhead.
Have you all kind of met somebody like that, being in the industry and that's
Yeah, dude.
that's kind of
Somebody's too big for their britches.
Most of them aren't doing shit right now.
I feel like it all kind of equates to ego too. Like there's a lot of ego-driven stuff, and you
Yeah,
know.
of course. I remember back in the day, like high school, like it was like we're headlining.
No, it's us. We're playing. We're playing last. Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, who's gonna headline? No, we're gonna headline.
Yeah, like,
It's
well, we're not going on first. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
we're not-
somebody's gonna go on first.
Yeah.
Oh.
yeah, you people like fight over that shit.
Fight in the
So
locker
throw
room.
that bullshit out, right? Like, would that be kind of like a golden rule? Like, don't care about that shit you're playing, right?
Yeah.
That's important for
You
an
know,
upcoming
we-
artist, I feel like, especially in this town.
Yeah, for sure.
We've had times where we've had
me.
to switch positions in the lineup for whatever reason. It's all politics. There's a lot of politics in this whole thing, just like anything else.
Yeah, we had a long row of shows where we were the band. Like during a festival, we'd be the band where we'd be like, yeah, sorry, we're running a little behind, guys. We needed to cut your set. And that happened like for I don't know how many times it happened, but it was just I felt like it was happening too much.
You're like, this is too much.
We were the make up the time.
Yeah, make up the time band.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like you know these fucking bands that like don't even exist anymore these days, and like that
Taking
had
up
no
their
idea what they were
time.
doing, and then like playing over their time. You know, just everybody gets on a lot of time. Stage manager's not paying attention or something, and all of a sudden, by the time it gets to our set, it's like, listen, guys,
we're like 35 minutes behind.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
can you guys cut yourself like 20 minutes? Like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
But we do it, you know, because we're professionals.
I was gonna ask, like, in that situation, it's just like, okay,
Smile and eat that
Yeah,
bullshit.
yeah. It's the shit sandwich with just a little less bread. That's what. Yeah.
Most of the shit.
with a little bit less bread. bread. I love
The
that.
crust cut off.
Yeah, it's your sandwich with the crust cut off.
There's moments where you do choose your battles, and sometimes you stand up and fight. And you're like, fuck that.
Is there a notable battle that you did stand up for that you know you're willing to share? Any of you guys? You know?
We were playing with an artist one time on tour together, and tours get booked like 2 to 3 months ahead of time, right?
Yeah.
It's planned out.
Yeah,
It's
all
planned. You
out.
have a
Things
set
are
plan.
Confirmed. All of that. And like, I remember like 2 days before this show, I get this email. It's like, hey, he wants
an
to,
email.
He wants to go on. They want to go on like.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I'm not trying to like be all shitty, but like.
No, do it.
Could we get a name?
No.
He's a prior like that. I love it.
Tyga. It was Tyga.
It was Tyga.
It's Tiger for sure. Yeah.
What do you guys?
It was Ligma.
It was Dr. Sugandis.
Sugandis.
It was Dr. Sugandis.
Yeah. It was like, hey, he really wants to play direct at this show in the Boston area. It's like his second home, I was like, oh really? I was at his second home. Huh? I was like, we booked this like 3 months ago, and then this is the first I'm hearing about this, and the thing was about that particular show, I knew that we were going to crush in that market. We always do really well up there, but I had talked to some other artists in the area that were from there to help get it even bigger, and like I put in like the work for that. I put in like to make sure things were, we were going to get a lot of ticket sales, for everybody,
You did the footwork
to make the show good.
Yeah.
And worked it all out. And I was like, well, so this other dude is going to headline, and then we'll go before him. We'll do our same show, but before the big headliner, because he was like a local dude up there. And then so that was going to put us playing second of 4 as opposed to third of 4 or whatever. And I was just like, you know what? No, fuck that. I don't care. We're gonna play our set where we're gonna play it. And I'm sorry. And it was back. Well, really, man, please. I'm like, no. I was like, sorry. You should have said something like 3 months ago. Like, I'm standing up for this. I'm tired. We've always had to concede and do. Thanks, dude. We've always had to like throw our hands up, be like, all right, whatever. We'll just play ball. And that in that moment, I was just like, no more.
You're like over it.
Yeah, it was stupid, And now no one cares. The show's over and forgotten. It's not like some big thing, It's just every
Just
now
one
and
of
then-
those things you had to deal with.
Every now and then you got to stand up for yourself.
Exactly.
And make a point,
Nice. Okay.
Sorry, long story.
No. We love that. It's the best, honestly.
Why aren't you guys drinking that banana whiskey over there?
We don't have cups.
Yeah.
We do need cups.
I found
Cups!
it. I'm not gonna lie.
Should we just waterfall it?
That's exactly what I did.
Should we just waterfall it?
I
Yeah.
took like this tiniest one. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, I got monkeypox like the Howard man, bro. I got monkeypox, so.
The
You're
pasta.
sweating a little too close to me.
That sounds terrible.
That's what I was gonna ask you about, because you guys talked about quarantine. Like, what do you have like a plan to even say like how there's already a declared state of emergency over monkeypox? Like, are you guys afraid of like any tours or upcoming shows getting canceled over it? Are you guys gonna go back to live streams? Like, do you have anything kind of like a plan B?
I
Not
don't
the
think,
monkeypox.
Right? Fuck the monkeypox.
I don't think we should necessarily downplay anything, because COVID was downplayed for a while, and look where it took us. But like, I don't know. I just we'll await more information and see what's up. But
Go from there.
yeah, I don't know, man. I try not to panic these days about just because I saw it on the news, And I realize it's a thing, but I guess we'll find out in the next couple months. I guess
Right.
see if it's and then we'll decide later if we're gonna freak out. But if it comes down to it again, yeah, I guess we will just do what we did last time, hopefully, and find a place and do live streams and just keep the shit moving.
Be more
Hopefully it doesn't
prepared
come
for
down
it.
to that.
Hopefully not.
Hopefully the bananas don't gone crazy. And
We would bring up monkeypox while having Howlerhead whiskey, huh? My God, that is definitely our
we just
style.
don't want that straight from the jungle Bananarama goodness.
I don't think they should shut anything down again.
I don't think so either.
I think that just
I don't
ruins
agree with
economies.
it.
I think we learned that lesson. I hope we learned that lesson, but it just fucks up everything. It's just like you guys, everybody sees what's happening, So
Yeah.
it's shortages and everything is stupid. So
Yeah, I got a question. So you guys were talking. You were talking about being in high school, whatever. How old are you guys?
Why did tomorrow's bad seeds do the same thing when you asked this question?
Loaded question.
I'm 41.
41.
I'm
old enough to be your dad. Not really.
I'm old enough to be your dad's younger brother.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm
You're the cool unk. You're the cool unk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to sit?
Everybody's pausing.
I'm 32.
32.
I'm 30.
I want to say that these guys
thank you,
love
bro.
doing that, by the way. They love throwing that in that they're way younger than us. They love it. They love it.
Just give you like canes for your
Yeah,
birthday
they're
or
like,
something.
there's like a fucking smirk there. There's like a snarky shit right there.
They keep the rest of us younger. Not that hard.
Do you guys have kids or anything like that at all?
Yeah, two of us do.
Can you get that?
Yep, I got a daughter and a son.
No, you're good.
He's got a son, and it's awesome, man. I wouldn't trade it.
So what's that like kind of being on the road? Like, do they ever travel with you guys as well? Is it always kind of just away?
They'll come to like
FaceTime
the
every
local
night.
shows sometimes. Sometimes they'll get a little adventure, but a lot of times like our wives like don't want kids around, so they'll just you know because they want to party, you know.
Absolutely.
But sometimes the kids will.
Poured the fattest cup,
Come out.
Deryk. Jesus.
I know. You should have seen my face, dude. I was like,
You can come grab it, bro. You can come grab it. Yeah.
Sorry to cut you off.
Ah, no worries. Dude. There's important shit happening over there.
Whiskey
Can you
is
give me
more
like
important
half
than
of
kids.
that?
Whiskey is flowing.
Yeah, I'm
oh, I want a tiny
right there,
one.
right there. Done. Stop.
Sorry.
I'm tequila. I'm not whiskey. Can't do it.
All right, I have a question for you guys.
What's up?
So, like, when you're touring and stuff, do you ever notice like a certain part of like, I don't know, America that you like get better ticket sales at, like locally, or like, is there like a certain spot where you know, like, if I play here, we're gonna go up good and it's gonna be a good show? Is there anywhere,
Florida. It's a banana.
is there anywhere that you like
Not
skip out
Lawrence.
on, kinda, or do you just take the opportunity?
Not Lawrence.
Yeah, not Lawrence Kansas.
Not Lawrence, Kansas. We don't play in Alabama anymore.
Lawrence.
Alabama's just not even on the
Not on the list.
nothing.
Not on the spectrum.
What was the Alabama experience?
Mississippi, not on the
Last
list.
time we played there, it was 2 people, right?
No, like we would. I think the last time we played there was like 36 people. But we'd already been coming there for a few years. We played at this one spot a few times in Birmingham.
Yeah.
And it just never got better. Like it was always
never
like
grew.
less than 40 people there, and you're just like, and the room holds 200-300, and you're just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, why can't we? I don't know. So there are certain places where you just tend
Like
to do
Miami, we
better.
won't play Miami anymore. There's no point in playing in Miami.
It's a weird place. to
Miami has such a weird music
Yeah.
scene. It's
Fort Lauderdale is fun.
Fort Lauderdale's fine, yeah.
20 minutes away.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
What specifically about Miami is like the DJ scene is
Colombians are all there. You guys
There's
all
no
there.
band culture down there. It's all
it's the
yeah.
culture.
EDM and Latin music is dance music. It's what it's all about.
We don't do enough cocaine.
But you guys,
Y'all ain't got BBLs either.
I've been known to have done it in my past.
Way back there.
Do you have any fun?
Way back
Oh,
Do you have any fun stories from that past?
I mean, not a lot of fun ones.
Okay, yeah. I just had to ask.
So have you been in the music scene for a while then? Is that what?
I mean, I've been in a band since I was like 13.
So yeah.
and he's 31.
32.
32. Well,
You've
I'm trying to
always
give
been
you a
that
year,
cool
bro.
guy.
Yeah, well, I appreciate
That's
that.
like 40 years.
I was like, if you do the math, you carry the one.
Yeah,
Like 40 years.
It's at least 40 years. 40 in the music scene.
That's all I know.
So 13. What did that start off like?
Oh, I mean, just in my buddy's garage, learning fucking Blink-182 songs and shit like that, you know?
Good shit.
Did you guys just perform at like your little continuum, or what are the other dances you have?
The first show I ever played was at Sandhill Crane Park. It was at a gazebo, and my first band was called The Last Star Falls. So lame. So lame. What was the name of your first band, huh? What was your first band? Seabass?
It was pretty bad.
Can't get better than not need to know.
But I didn't. I joined the band, so I didn't pick the name. So I didn't pick the name, but it was called like Alavine or something like that.
Alavine.
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea.
Somebody put on a sunburn or something.
I've only ever joined bands. I've never started them.
on that.
I do not start bands.
These guys name their band after a prescription.
It's like the name of an ointment.
Ask your doctor if Alavine's
Yeah, exactly. It's for diarrhea.
Where did Ballyhoo come from?
Good question.
Michelle Heller.
Michelle Heller.
Michelle Heller.
She's a
Who is that?
She's a
Like
friend
that?
of ours from back in the day. She was a good friend from school, and we were looking for a band name, and we had the band names at the time were that were in the air were Outlet.
Ooh. Electric.
Right.
I've never heard this.
And the logo, I made a logo for it and everything. It said Outlet, and the logo kind of went into wires, and the wires formed a little stick person made out of wires, and he was playing the guitar.
Ooh.
It was like little like bolt, like thunder.
What year was that? What year was that when you did that?
1995, 94.
Nice. I love it.
Dude, I was 2.
Yeah.
I wasn't even born.
Mean Candy Smash
Mean
was
Candy
another band
Smash,
name.
What was it?
Mean Candy Smash.
Mean Candy.
Bullet Dodge,
Candy
huh?
Smash.
Bullet
The
Dodge.
bombshell.
The Bombshells was another one.
Ooh.
So she's like, you should call your band Ballyhoo, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, like what-
crazy. And
And then our first bass player left the band and wanted to take the band name. Remember that?
Sean
What?
Farley, yeah. So I'm taking the name.
Taking the name too.
Oh no!
What happened? Did you kick him out?
Not
or-
the
No, he just quit.
He just
Oh,
quit.
just
and
He
Okay.
joined another band, like a metal band that we were friends with, and went to play for them. And then we became
A metal band called Ballyhoo.
no. They were
I would've took the Mean
It was
Candy.
ZFL, Zero for Life.
Oh, yeah.
And so we went to play for them, and then we were Mean Candy Smash for a month,
Yeah.
and we had, I think Mike Costco was playing bass for us for a
Dude, let's
month,
come to some of our shows.
and then he came back, crawling back.
Crawling back.
Crawling back.
Let's go.
But no, we still talk to him. He's a good dude.
It wasn't back then.
Anyway, it just means loud noise, crazy. Like if you go to like a festival, you're like, oh, look at all the ballyhoo, all the crazy shit going on,
I
chaos.
see.
You know?
Is that like more of like a South term, or like, I could hear that more in the
No,
South?
it's English,
It's
but
actually a penis fish.
yes.
It's a penis fish?
It is also a penis.
Now you're talking my language.
If you look up, it's a bait fish. So like you can look it up.
Oh, we're looking her up right now.
Yeah, it's got a really long
I'm on
nose,
the
and
Google
apparently there was
as we
some tribe years ago that the ballyhoo meant penis fish.
What
because
the
it had
fuck?
a long nose like that.
Damn, that's definitely a pinner dick right there, isn't it?
Every time you had our shows, you just can scream penis.
That one, huh?
We didn't find this out until years
Stupid.
after.
I dig it though. I mean,
But
mahi
I went
mahi.
to Florida. Someone was like, "Oh, you named yourself after the bait fish." We're like, "Huh?"
I actually think about changing our band name all the time.
Really?
It's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
Stuck.
If you would, what would you change it to?
I have no idea.
Really?
Smash.
Me and Candy Smash, bring it back.
Bring it back.
Outlet.
Outlet was tight, bro. You should have went with Outlet.
Outlet was pretty lit. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Social Drinker by Outlet.
Outlet sounds a
Sounds
little
like 80s hair metal, dude.
It sounds like cock rock, like fucking.
Yeah, like
Skillet.
they should definitely open for Steel Panther. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Garbage. What was it? Five Finger Death? What was it? Somebody made
Five Finger Fruit Punch.
Five Finger.
Yeah. Dude, that one's my favorite one.
That's great.
5 Finger Fruit Punch is my fucking favorite one.
Thirsty, dude.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So, how long a set you guys got tonight? How long we doing?
Hours,
Yeah, like an
2
hour.
hours? Hey,
Like an hour, 10,
hours?
15 hours, something like that.
Is there a certain part of your set that you guys just love? Like, is
No,
it,
not at all.
No, just the whole thing,
I
right?
actually can't wait to go to bed.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I mean, there's like the intro is awesome because you come out and that's when like energy is like super high. Everybody's
You hear the pop.
People are losing.
We're gonna
their
have to get
minds.
dropped in from the ceiling tonight.
Bruce Ale House ceiling.
Yeah, encore is fun because like people, they're usually screaming like one more song.
It's adult
Yes.
peekaboo. The encore is adult peekaboo. Like,
I used to fucking just jump down behind the drum kit, bro.
They're like, you guys are like, we're leaving, guys. Have a good night.
you're just gonna see me on the side going like,
Everyone just go like this.
It's silly because like encore is like it's fucking planned.
It's
like,
everybody
it's
knows. You guys know an encore
Yeah,
song.
and like it's not like we walk up and go, we're unprepared when we play. It's just, but it's what's really funny is that when you play a venue that the logistics of getting to stage
Yeah.
are like pretty fucked up, and like sometimes you are supposed to do like an encore, but
nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go, so you just
So you're just like chilling.
you stay there and you just sort of like make a spectacle of it, and you're just like, hey, listen, we're just gonna keep playing because we have nowhere to go, or you know, you.
I see you.
This is the part of the show we would normally walk over there. That's gonna be tonight. That's gonna be tonight's show. There's nowhere to go. Yeah, it might be tonight.
Yeah, we usually walk out that side door. And
Do we have?
Yeah,
do
the
we
side
walk
door's
out?
fire.
we do.
Good.
Usually.
Good.
I'm gonna hide somewhere.
Good.
Behind the drum.
I'm just gonna hide behind the drums.
Hide behind like
I
a
was
trash
gonna
can.
do it like it's an elevator.
Like the least inconspicuous. Like it's very obvious that I'm behind this.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
like a
cover your
chair.
face.
Yeah.
Just.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cover
Yeah, I'm just gonna cover my face on stage until we start. If I can't see them, they can't see me.
Yeah, that's how it works, bro.
So I see everybody here has tats. We got a Ballyhoo tat or what?
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go.
No way.
Let's go. I'm glad I asked this question.
I don't have one.
That's
Oh!
why you're wearing a Red Rocks.
You're gonna get one. You're gonna get one, dog.
The same Vanna skull.
shoulder right there, and Scott, you have one on the inside of your arm.
Did you guys go all at the same time, or was it just?
Different.
Just did it.
Over
Just
the years,
yeah, over the years. That's awesome.
Yeah, there was
I'm
some.
glad I asked.
There were some fans that were getting it, and I was like, well, I should probably get one.
You should probably have one on you. Yeah.
So I got this in 2009, and then yeah, it's cool. You just start seeing like people getting them. They post on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like.
Have you seen a zombie one?
Yeah.
Yeah, some guy-
Gingy has a ginger one.
Yeah.
That's right.
Let's go, dude.
He's not even in the band.
He's got that. I love that it's ginger. It's great.
Shout out our gingers in the cut over there. There's 2 gingers in the back over there.
Rare breeds in the wild, huh?
In the office.
Yeah, good shit, man.
Yeah. I got a question for you guys. So how is it touring with other popular acts? Do you ever feel like is there like friendly competition, or is it just like we're all here to do the same job?
I think it's both.
Yeah, a little bit.
I think you use the other band's energy and their performance. If they're crushing it, you're like, well,
You
we
got
You gotta follow up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like it makes you keeps you on your toes, makes your game better. You know.
Definitely.
So yeah.
Like with Swayze, you guys, the tour started like yesterday, right? Or
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
So you guys have only done one show, right? One show before this one.
Yeah.
For sure. How is it? How's the dynamic there? I've personally thought that he would be with you guys. Do you guys not like hang out before the shows, or?
Well, this is the weird thing. Like when you start, we know Carter, Surfer Girl, from years ago when he used to play in Air. We toured with them before.
I love Air. I love Air so
we have
much,
a
man.
little history there. Tuesday was the first time that I think all of us met Swayze, and it always takes like a week or so for the bands to really start like vibing out and hanging and like getting used to each other. So it's just a weird thing that happens at every tour. Every new band you go on tour with, it's like that.
It's different probably every time,
It's nothing
too.
against anybody. It's just you're getting used to each other, you're warming up. I mean, we definitely like said hi. We've had
It's always like a what's up.
yeah,
like
we had some
yeah.
good.
Still feeling each other out.
Yeah, you had a good conversation the other day when we all first met. It was like, "What's up?" We talked for like 10 minutes, But
We should all definitely wear name tags the first day.
Has there ever been like a situation like this where you're meeting an artist and they just blow you off, or just acting weird, or just the vibe's not right, anything like that?
I think it gets mistaken for being an asshole or something when it's really just some people just aren't
Social.
Yeah, they're just and it's like you got to sort of be cool with that. Yeah, and over the years you just kind of get used to like, well, okay, I guess I don't want to hang out, whatever. Be cool if we did, but there's a lot of times when I don't want to talk to anybody. It's just kind of is.
Or it ends up the last show of the tour is like, hey man, we should have hung out a lot more on this tour, man. What happened, dude?
It takes it to the last day.
We should have hung out. We should have hung out.
Oh, come on. Yeah.
It's like the extra handshake out, you know what I mean? Yeah.
There's been plenty of opportunities for us to hang out, but you didn't come. So, but no, I don't know. It's just it was like that with the Elevators in April. Like we know those guys a little bit from
should've
playing
hung
shows
out.
in the past, but like we didn't really hang out that much. And then it was a short tour, it was like 10 days or something. So like I said, it usually takes like a whole week to get going, and we didn't really have that. So
Okay. After the show rituals, is there anything you guys do in particular? Do you guys go out after the shows? Do you guys stay in after the
Smoke
shows?
a bunch
What's
of weed
the-
and listen to metal.
Pack the bong and listen to metal.
Hey, okay. Let's pack the bomb later. What's good? Oh yes.
Yeah, dude.
we used to like Pueblo, for example, like we've got a history here. We've got a lot of friends in the area. We would normally probably cruise over to Smitty's and like
Shout
get a
out
bunch of
Smitty's.
drinks and like it'd be crazy, you know. It's Friday night. I'm sure it's gonna be popping.
Oh, yeah.
But like I'm just like ready for bed these days, you know. So
I see you. I see you. I mean, the tour life, probably. I mean, rough. I mean, you guys are moving all the time. You guys are.
old, dude.
It's the job. That's the.
people want to like. They don't understand. They're just there to have their night, you know, because
Exactly.
they got off work, you know, or whatever.
They get the
They
babysitter.
all that stuff, right?
Exactly.
We do this shit every night for like 30, 40 days in a row. And it's like, we can't do that shit every night. You know, we used to. You know, we used to party we would get
Just
fucking
gig out.
trashed before the shows.
Before?
We would go,
Oh,
we would
yeah,
pull up to the venue, be like, all right, there's the venue. Where's
Where's the beer?
beer?
Where's the bottle of Jägermeister?
We would go
Yeah.
back in the Jaeger days, and we would go get all the beer and the liquor and stuff, and we'd sit in the fucking van and just get trashed, and then like go on at 11 o'clock at night, and be like the best show ever, and like, you know, nowadays, man, it's like if I party, like I'm out for like 2 days. Just I can't handle it,
Okay.
you know, so-
Yep. Catches up to you now.
Yeah, usually like an hour before we play, or an hour or two before I start drinking anymore.
You kind of chilling out for a second.
We showed up at first couple times down in Florida. A buddy of ours had moved down there, and he ran this restaurant or had this little tiki bar or something that he took us to, and he was like, all right, let's go. And it was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We played at like 11 o'clock that night. And we're sitting there just taking shots, getting hammered, all this shit. Apparently, I fell asleep behind the fucking drum kit. I don't know.
Let's go behind the drum kit. I
But
love
then
it.
I listened to the live set of that, and we played the whole set. So that was a slight exaggeration.
We were supposed to play like an hour and a half. We played like 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
no, it wasn't.
It's
even
some. No, I think it was. There was actually professional wrestling or
semi-professional.
yeah, semi-professional
Let's
wrestling
go.
all day, like before us and shit.
And I have the video.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube.
Like
somewhere.
screaming
Sounds
at
like
the fucking
West End.
wrestlers and
Of
shit.
us drinking and yelling at all the wrestlers.
Yeah.
And then
Let's go.
we got like 20 or 30 minutes into the set.
Yeah, that was-
and
that
the
was
drum
weird.
stopped. And I look back and he's just like. And that was like
Shit happened.
2007.
Oh, 7?
Yeah.
Oh,
If
man.
it was 7, it would make sense because that year doesn't exist.
Jaeger days.
It's
We call it the Great Blackout of 2007.
Great blackout. Now, being an older band, being in music for so long.
Whoa, chill, older.
Oh, oh.
Whoa, chill.
No,
chill,
but
chill.
like being in the industry, I know, DJ Vlad, but being in the industry for so long, is there any like another golden rule you guys can drop to any upcoming artists that, you know, strive to be maybe in your guys' position, you know, later on in their life, or like any
Bring your
golden
drumsticks.
rule? What?
Bring your drumsticks and use your own throne.
Bring your own cymbals.
Bring your own cymbals.
Never give up.
And never give up.
I asked Juicy J for advice once. I was like, "Yo, Juicy J, shout out Juicy J." You guys know who Juicy J is, rapper? Yeah.
Who the
I was
fuck
like,
is
"What's
that?
up?" I was like, "What's up, Juicy J? You know, big inspiration. Shout out." He was like, and I was like, "Do you have any advice for like upcoming artists? You know, because I rap too, upcoming artists, all that stuff." And he's like, "The 3 words I got from Juicy J: never give up." That's it. That's it. So I love hearing it. I love hearing it. Juicy J was hitting it on the fucking head right there. Dance, dude. He had yes.
Yeah.
Dance.
Essentially, that's what it is. Like it's never give up. But
Never give
there's
up.
a lot. That's a loaded statement. You know, it's like it's a lot of.
Phone ringing.
It's a lot
Is
to
that an
ask
opportunity
yourself.
call?
It's an opportunity call.
Oh, good one.
Uh-oh.
Pick it up, bro. It'll be like you have won a free stay at Hilton Hotels. That's what's good.
It is. There's so many of them. But reeling back, so you were saying, what was that?
I was just saying, never give up. It's a
Just-
lot to ask of yourself.
It is.
Because
Because
everything
never's a long time.
Everything that encompasses
Should be hard, bro.
means like go play shows for nobody, don't get paid any money, eat shitty food, you know, like sleep on floors, wake up next to cat shit 3 times in a couple weeks, right?
That's my life. That's my life.
He loves his cat
I'm hitting it on the
ZZ.
head, aren't I?
Bro, I exactly.
He's a fuck.
Yeah, what was it?
Crazy
Somebody
about
else's
podcasts.
cat. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it like 3 different houses?
Oh man, you guys are like a gang.
This happened like a lot to him.
twice, but yeah.
It was twice.
It happened a lot to him.
I bet you remember the color of the cat.
He loved it.
I ate that cat food.
He sought it out.
You eat that cat food.
You with that gabu? You with that gabu?
But it's just keep going, keep trucking.
Just go.
You can't like. There's gonna be a lot of people that
Just
tell you
go,
no.
man.
There's gonna be a lot of gatekeepers. There's a lot of people that are like, you can't do that. Or there's a lot of people that are like, nah, maybe next time. You know, and that you're gonna have to hear that. You're gonna have to fucking come back next time, every time. You know what I mean? Like, always just keep working on your own shit. Keep writing. Keep working on your craft. Try to be better every time you perform. Perform your highest level every time.
Every time.
You know,
So you're giving yourself.
you play in front of
Yeah.
5 people, you play in front of 1,000 people, it should be the same energy. You know? And I don't mean like, bleh, I mean like, what the fuck's up, 5 people?
What up? Yeah,
You
like
know?
you gotta vibe out.
We played a Profit Bar in Dallas with Dirty Heads to 8 people.
8 people.
That with the Dirty Heads?
2,000
people.
8 people.
2008.
Oh, 2008. Okay.
And this was just one of those things. And then afterwards, we're all hanging out. We're hanging out with those 8 fans at the bar, just getting trashed. You know, look what happened to those guys. You know, it's different for everybody. But
is.
and you don't know when it's gonna pop. But and it may never pop, which is a wild thing to think of. You know, but you got to get that shit out of your head. You just got to stay the course. If it's something that you love, if you don't love it, you should get out because
Definitely.
it's gonna be really hard. You know.
Worth it, man.
It makes it even harder to push the buggy, when
man.
you don't
So,
love it.
If you love it, they say you don't work a day in your life, whatever, but it's true.
Yeah. Speaking of love, are you guys in relationships?
Married
Married!
with children.
Married!
With children, like the sitcom.
Yep.
Everybody here married?
No.
No. We got the 2 youngins saying, hell no. Girlfriends?
You guys got
I have a
girlfriends?
girlfriend. I do not.
Hey, we got a single. Hey. Ladies. Oh, yes, sir. Street champs,
He knows
ladies.
somebody who would be mad if you heard him say that, though.
Oh.
Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth.
Who?
Yeah.
Interview.
He said who?
I'm just trying to stir the pot.
Now, so what about touring? Touring in a relationship, touring as married. I'm sure you meet lots of nice ladies that wanna talk
Want
to
to get
you.
that Ballyhoo?
Not really.
Really? No?
No nice ladies.
No.
I mean, yeah, it's like you just got to try to have.
For now, looking forward, it won't happen. It's just, if you're going to seek it, if you're looking for it, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. But
if you're
if you just do
seeking,
your thing
I
every
see.
night and you go back to the bus, you just do that.
It's not there.
So you're never
Nothing.
like at a place and like there's no like groupie bitches that are just coming around like I want to get
Nope.
back with the band.
This isn't 80s hair metal anymore. This is not. If it's this, before you guys showed up, that's the green room action. Sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah, like,
Y'all were vibing. Yeah, we walked in. You guys were
quiet
vibing.
and boring.
Yeah.
Nobody
Bro,
there.
I want to speak on that. I didn't see your message until I was in the bathroom. I was like, they were like, keep it light. They told me to keep the people light. I was like,
Oh, fuck.
I fucking popped in with 6 people. I was
This
like,
dude.
fuck.
It's this guy.
I'm just saying that's an example of what, we don't care. It's just cool to have friends and hang out and stuff.
Yeah.
But, it's not ragers or anything.
Yeah, I just didn't know if you had like 10 or 12 people with you. That's all.
Oh, like bring the party through to say hi.
There's like
And
4 of you are on the podcast right now, so that makes sense.
It makes sense. Has that ever happened? Has anybody just like brought the party back and you guys are like, what the fuck?
We played a show one time. The band had like 30 friends up there with like laminates on, and they just start getting our beer.
Oh yeah, they're like, hey, what do you want? What do you want? And we're like, dude, what are you doing, dude?
Walking in.
Take a beer out of it. Is it a cooler that says Ballyhoo only on it?
God damn, dude.
Because that means for everybody, right?
Oh, that's a community beer.
Yeah, this is where we'd leave our green room, and when we come back, there'd be less beer in it. Our Jameson was gone.
No, not the
So
J-Mo.
I was like, fuck that. So I sat in the room and I waited. I just sat there and I waited. All of a sudden the door opened. I see this head pop in. The guy goes, oh. Hey. Got you. I knew you are now.
God damn it.
It's
I'm glad
funny.
we pulled up with a hella head.
It's funny how protective you get over your beers.
Hey, you work hard to get this shit for free, man.
You guys are
It's like,
trying
we can only give
to...
you so many beers a night. It's like, I'm trying to drink every last one of them bitches,
That shit ain't free. It comes out of the budget. We're paying for that shit.
Essentially, we are paying for it.
guys traveled here, like...
Beer waiting for us is like we earned this fucking beer.
Yeah, we are.
What's our ass? 20 fucking years. You go find your own fucking beer. Yeah.
Now we're at a reggae...
You guys
go
ever
ahead.
gotten in like a physical altercation with a fan?
Why were we going to ask the same question? I was going to ask, now we're at a reggae show. It's always good vibes. Has there ever been bad vibes where it's like...
Not a fan.
Like somebody's acting crazy at a
Somebody
concert?
threw a beer bottle at our old bass player on stage once.
Oh, why?
Shit, that was forever.
Because he was a dickhead.
He was just being an
Oh,
asshole.
he's being an asshole? Oh.
Yeah. He was just
well.
up there. He said something. I forget. He threw the beer bottle at JR, and I just stopped the whole show and just ran up to the front of the stage. Was like, "What's up, mother?"
Yeah.
Oh, shit, you were about to give him hands?
He tried to rush the stage, and the guy got him in first. I was like, "All right, fuck it." Went back. So I play reggae again.
You guys are all happy.
Oh, Kumbaya.
I wouldn't say I was a
Good
fan.
vibes.
That was a show.
Just
before
not a fan. Yeah,
Like,
yeah. It was just
someone
like
that was at this
watching.
club.
Yeah, I guess not a fan, but yeah.
Now, picking the genre reggae, did you guys fall into that? Is it something you were like, we're doing this, I love this, I want to make this type of music? Or is it just like, yo, this is sounding dope? Like,
It's always been. We're always a rock band first. You know, I would never call us a reggae band.
got you. True. Very true.
And
If you
we-
listen to music, yeah.
We fit into the American reggae scene for sure.
For
You know,
sure.
there's a place for us. But we've always been a rock band. These guys are metalheads, you know. And,
They are. They said first thing they're doing after the show, hit metal.
I bring like the reggae rock sound to the band. You know, like
Okay,
and
I see
that's-
you.
It's just because I listen to that shit. I like that stuff. You know, for me it was like I wanted to be Billy Joe Armstrong when I was a kid. You know, so it was like we were writing you know Green Day pop punk songs, and then I heard Goldfinger and then Sublime and like started. I was like, oh, that
shout
sounds
out
cool.
Sublime.
Suicide Machine. So I started and Real Big Fish. So I started like mixing up like ska and reggae into the punk stuff, and you know, and then just so happened that like our most popular songs are like the more laid back like reggae tunes or whatever you want to call it. Even like like Eric Rachmani of Revolution would tell you like they're not reggae either. They're like reggae fusion maybe, but it's not like it's not that OG reggae sound, you know. But like I don't know. Yeah, but for us, it just you start playing with those bands, and then you know you go to Spotify, you're like other people listen to this, and it's all our friends' bands that are in like you know reggae rock bands or whatever. And back in the 2000s, it was called reggae rock. You know.
Ah, okay.
It was like that's what we called it.
And there's a constant evolution, I'm sure, right?
Yeah,
like there's
there's
new.
a classic reggae rock sound that I love, you know, like which is where like the old Pepper albums sound like, and Old Stupid and things like that. But then you know it got. I don't know. There's more dub nowadays, like with Stick Figure and like more vibey shit like that. But then there's like other bands that are doing traditional like reggae, like one drops and things, and everybody's got a flavor, you know.
Yeah.
Then there's other bands like Tunnel Vision that are like a ska punk band, or a punk ska band rather, like or punk reggae, I guess, like more of a Sublime kind of sound, you know.
I see you.
So I don't know. We just end up playing all those festivals just because that's just the market that we've been in for years, you know.
You've already done it. And
Yeah, like
That's where the fans are, too.
I remember thinking when we put out our album Detonate, because it's more of a punk album, more rock album, and I was thinking like, fuck all this reggae shit, bro. I was just in a weird place mentally. Let's start trying to hook up with like Interrupters and Less Than Jake and Real Big Fish, because we'd already toured with those bands in the past, but like. We'd be starting over from the bottom at that because nobody knows us in that. Like we're not friends with any of those bands really.
It's not the lane.
Yeah, we're friends with a couple of those bands, but not to an extent. Like we're just not in there. You know. I don't know. It's just kind of where we are.
Making the art.
Yeah.
I mean,
Look, you gotta groove with it, you know. And if you want to sit there and do a bunch of heavy shit or do something that you really want to do, you can. But it's like you got to be okay with like it taking longer to get where you want to get. You know. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So I know you said you guys had to be out of here by like 8:15. It's 8:17.
8:19. We were vibing.
No, I want to get the last minute questions in before you guys have a few more minutes.
Of course, dude.
Hit it.
Artists or musicians in Colorado that you guys are listening to or know of or wanna or anything. Do you guys know any up and coming reggae bands in Colorado?
I mean, there was Tatanka. Those guys were great.
Pinochle from back in the day.
Pinocchles from back in the day.
Yeah, we did a bunch of shows with them back in the early days.
Yeah.
You know what city they're based out of? I didn't know that.
Denver.
Denver, really?
Yeah.
Wow, I like Pinochle.
There's a band I think from Boulder called Right Minded. That's also really good.
Shout out all those bands, man.
Yeah, dude. What about rappers? What rap are you guys listening to right now?
If you do.
Rapper.
The way he said rapper, it's not happening.
Corday.
Hey, shout out Corday. Corday's fire.
His beard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had a beard recently. Yeah.
Pulled it out of the
I think it had
Civil
that
War.
shit had to have been fake.
You think so?
He looks like he's 15.
Yeah.
There's no way.
He had the Robert E. Lee
He's got the
special.
waist for it.
Yeah.
But any rappers coming to mind?
Kendrick's new album was fucking fire,
Kendrick's
dude.
new album was fire.
Yep, Mr.
Action
Morale.
Bronson, I listen to Action
Hey, y'all hit action. That's what's up.
Yeah, I mean, I like Post Malone. His
Shout out
stuff's great.
Post. Yes, definitely.
And there's this new band I found called Coast Contra. From Philly. Ridiculous. They got this like old '90s boom bap sound. It sounds.
What's a notable song from them that you like?
Well, it's like there's a freestyle they do. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like I think it's like if you just Google Coast Contra freestyle, like you'll see what I'm talking about. Dude's wearing it's like all the dudes like sitting at a table like this with like SM7Bs, and they're like, the dude on the right is wearing a Game Boy hoodie.
Hey, ridiculous Game Boy hoodie. Y'all heard it.
Just the way he's like wraps up the words and tells his story. It's just insane, man. But it's like got that '90s energy to it.
Okay, I like it.
Speaking of 90s energy, in Colorado, saw Tribe Called Quest at Red Rocks. Fucking
what?
That was the shit.
Is there a notable song they played that you vibed with completely?
Fucking all of their songs.
All of their set. Yeah, it's the whole set. It's the whole set for a Tribe Called
We
Quest.
got the vibe.
That's awesome.
Vibe with that one.
I love it. What else you got for him, man? I know you got a few more good ones.
You know, once again, I want to thank you guys for your time. I really want to ask you guys about Brittany Griner and what you guys think about her getting 9 years for marijuana.
Little current event in there, a little current event.
It was just like
Yeah, because it's weed related, so it's good to bring up.
A little excessive.
I think
lot excessive.
I think it's fucked up. I mean, like obviously a lot of places in the world are still behind the times, but but you go on like the YouTube comments, and it's so easy for people to be like, well, she should have known the rules. She knew the rules. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, really, motherfucker? Like, really, if it was you, would you be saying that shit? You know, who knows? I mean, I know people that have weed in their backpack, and they fly and they get to a new city, like, oh shit, I forgot I have this. Exactly. It happens. It fucking happens. And she's probably using it. I mean, I don't know.
It was vape pens too.
It was a dab pen. It was a dab pen, and it was less than a gram that was in it.
She might be using it for pain or inflammation.
Yeah, I think smuggling was one of the charges too. It's
Yeah,
like,
that's what they called it, just because they
like,
caught it through the airport.
Wow. So stupid.
Ultimately, it shouldn't even be illegal in the first place.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the whole thing, you know. Regardless if she was intentionally bringing it or was an accident or whatever, smuggling or whatever, it shouldn't be illegal in the first place.
Don't you think though that like Russia's like using that as like a ploy to like be like, haha, America, fuck you?
Well,
like,
did you see
for
that
sure.
they're trying to like negotiate a trade with like a Russian arms
Yeah,
dealer?
we were talking about that on Still
Yeah,
Spicy.
that's why she's in jail for 9 years.
Well, they were waiting till she got the verdict, and now that she got the verdict, now they're gonna talk about
9 years
trading.
is
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
absolutely.
that's. I mean, I think there's also something to be said about like, we think like, holy shit, she's getting 9 years for just having a little bit of weed on her when we still do that here.
Absolutely.
All the time.
I live in Florida, and just having like a gram of oil on me would be a felony there.
Whoa,
You know?
really?
Yeah.
I
So,
did not
like,
know that.
There's still plenty of states here that,
True.
and I mean, on the federal level, it's still technically illegal. So.
Yeah.
You guys all smoke?
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
You guys get a little care package from Rocky Mountain Blaze?
We did.
Yeah, you guys got it?
I kind of was trying to plan that up. I was like, yo, we need to get these guys
Good
high.
shit. You hooked him up.
And I seen you shake your head when we asked if you smoke. So no smoke. Is that because of the vocals? Is there a
part
pertinent?
of it? Yeah, but
Supposedly he gets high.
You get high as shit.
Just
You get high as shit. I see.
Mood as fuck. That's me.
I'm the type of guy when I get high, like I can't do anything.
Oh, you chilling? We got you on the couch.
You always know he's high because he laughs like he never laughs. Like he has this very unique laugh when he's fucking high.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking hilarious. It's
When's the last time you got high?
Last time I got, I smoked at the 311 show last year, I think.
That's you?
Oh, yeah.
Last year?
Really?
Yeah, oh yeah, he hit that.
No, he shotgunned me.
You shotgun a shit. Duh.
Nice.
I was like, just breathe in like you just cut, like you're holding your breath underwater for 10 minutes. He was like,
man, shotgun is old school.
faded?
I like
Good,
it.
man. I was just watching the show. I was like,
You were faded?
Fucked up.
Lights are amazing.
Was amber the color of your energy after that?
Let's go. I love the reference.
That's awesome, dude. Because we all know what happened the time before that.
yeah.
What happened?
lost your wallet.
I ate a gummy. It just,
A gummy.
You had a 75 milligram cover.
Oh shit, that's
Oh,
pretty.
shit.
That's a hefty one.
He like takes a bite of it, and we're like, Howard, that's 75 milligrams. You should be careful. He was like, fuck it.
definitely been there. I'm a non-smoker too, so when I do smoke, I'm like, let's go fucking hard right now. Like, you're like high as fuck, and you're like, I regret this. Like,
So take us through that experience. If you're down 75 mils down, do you remember anything from
He was
that?
a little character, and I ate his head. and it was like a little purple, little gummy, and like.
Let's go.
I think, I was just like, we were on the Jersey Turnpike or something.
Yeah,
so
you were in your bunk. Yeah.
I went to the back, lost my wallet at the gas station there.
No.
But I was laying in the back, laying in my bunk, and it's just wild, dude. Like I was just like, there was this fucking dragon. And
A dragon?
A dragon.
You seen a dragon?
Napoleon Dynamite.
I wouldn't make this up.
No,
This is
yeah, you're
fucking
not making
real.
it for sure. Holy shit.
It was like an
I know
RBG
exactly what the fuck he's
dragon.
talking about.
And he was flying. His wings were going. He was flying. He was like ah, looking down at me.
There's also some peyote in that fucking gun.
And he was like a foot
massive.
above my head in my bunk, and I'm like,
Oh, shit.
it explodes like this into particles, and then it goes, comes back together like this.
That was more than a gummy.
I wish I got high like that.
I've never had that happen.
They do say weed in edible form can be very psychedelic, especially for different
definitely,
people,
yeah.
because it hits your
Especially for somebody
liver.
that doesn't fucking take it.
And you were laughing, and you had the fucking Snickers ice cream bar. And you're eating the Snickers ice cream bar, and you're laughing your ass off.
Let's go.
What about real psychedelic? Do you guys doing like shrooms or like
college.
DMT?
In
Did a
college.
bunch of acid in college.
We did fucking shrooms at the.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Allegedly in Minecraft.
Minecraft college. In college,
I
yeah.
love that we say that. That's amazing.
Did acid when I was 16. We watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory
Oh, fuck. On shrooms or acid?
on acid. It was,
Nice.
In the movie theater?
No, I was at a friend's house, and I remember just being our mom had just passed away like 6 months before that.
Wait,
It
you
was-
guys are brothers?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know.
Why did we just learn that? I'm sorry.
That was a
I was
lot.
like, let's spin back real quick.
It wasn't a good time for me mentally to do anything like that.
Of course.
And it was
Yeah.
fucking weird. It was like
The wrong time.
started freaking out. Like it was fucking weird.
It's
And
like
but,
extremely vulnerable.
yeah,
Emotional.
but on the back half of it, well, the back quarter of it, I'd say, like the last couple hours, it was when it got good. I was actually watching the movie, and it was a part where they're on the boat in the tunnel, and it's like just his face, and he's saying that thing over and over again, and it's changing colors. I was like, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But that was the last time I did anything like that.
Yeah, you see
Once
gel
Toto
tattoo.
Live bought 3 hits of acid in college.
Fucking awesome.
Toto?
Wait, Twilight?
I was no.
Wait, they were zooming?
It was like I watched Toto Live, that band that does Africa.
Oh, yes,
Like a friend
Africa.
of mine was like a huge fan, and I was with him. He's like, "Have you ever heard of Toto?" I was like, "No." He's like, "They do Africa." I was like, "Oh yeah." He's
I know
like,
that
"Dude,
one."
but they're so great." And we watched like a 2-hour like live video thing of them, and I was peeping so hard.
Let's go.
Oh my god.
You grinding your teeth?
Yeah.
Salad
Yeah.
for what was that?
A salad with chicken?
Anybody?
Salad with chicken.
Nope, not up here,
Who
brother.
keeps on ordering food?
Second time in a row, huh? Goddamn. I'm sorry, dog.
It's probably Swayze, bro. Swayze's probably like, where's my salad?
I'm not going on stage till I get this salad.
Salad
With chicken.
arugula.
So let's end on a random question too. Are you guys ever open to doing psychedelics again? Or you guys, that page is turned?
Because I got fan. No, I'm just kidding.
Just say perhaps to drugs.
Perhaps.
I don't
Perhaps.
mind psychedelics. I think they're good.
They're fucking great.
I would love to go down like do one of those like therapy sessions.
Like an ayahuasca trip or something like that?
Microdosing is cool.
Yeah, something where I could
Microdosing.
something I could like really go deep and like figure shit out. You know, I'd
Figure
love
out
it.
what's wrong with you.
Yeah, I would
But
love to
don't
do
they do
that.
like literal like psychedelic therapy? Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
They just talk you through like a trip and stuff.
That is definitely a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that stuff, and I think it'd be awesome to do it. I think more people should do it.
I agree.
Really?
From what I hear,
I
yeah.
agree too, honestly.
I honestly think, I'll throw it out there, if every person on this planet took a psychedelic in the right environment, there'd be no more fucking war, there'd be no more fucking famine, there'd be no more fucking ego shit, there'd be no more.
I agree with you, man.
It would
Lightning as
change the
fuck.
fucking planet, but that's never gonna happen, so it's stupid to even say it. So.
Right, yeah.
Definitely changes your perspective for sure.
Yeah.
Sorry to change the coin. I got a serious question.
Oh, he thought of it.
Sorry.
He thought of
might take a little
one.
bit. Have you guys ever thought about suicide?
Damn, what the fuck kind of shift was that?
Yeah, but I'm too much of a pussy to do it, so
No.
for sure.
Yeah, I've definitely thought about it a lot. You know,
Yeah.
Just Like,
I feel like every human.
I think it's like a who hasn't.
has
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
yeah, I think it's a very natural thing to think about that. And for me nowadays, it's like, well,
Yeah, I got kids and
Yeah.
wife. and
You
shit.
have
It's
a
just, nah,
whole-
I can't do all that shit.
yeah,
It's
I wouldn't
just-
want to leave the kids or the family with that darkness, you know.
That's some
So,
darkness to leave them
Just
with.
kind of just fucking pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get out there.
Keep going. Keep going.
Do you guys go to therapy or anything like that?
You know what's that?
Do you guys go to therapy or anything?
Take
They even say
today's
like,
shit.
well, they say how everybody's like, oh,
Talk
you
to the
should.
homies, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean,
I did for a while.
Everybody probably should be going to therapy too. You know, like it's stigmatized. You know,
It
you
is.
therapy. You know, but I would definitely do it. You
Well,
know?
did they say even go when you're doing good
Yeah.
as well too?
Yeah, just to talk things out. If somebody doesn't really know you and help you figure
it's
things
like an
out.
unbiased opinion.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are
And,
you, are you guys? Do you guys ever feel like you're not happy on the road? Do you ever feel like, damn, like I wish I was just with my family?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that's like an everybody
That's
thing,
why we don't
right?
go
I
into
feel like that's a
7
human.
weeks anymore.
Oh yeah. What's the longest?
That's a long time.
I think the longest we went out. We went out for 9 weeks one time.
That's a
but
long
we were
time.
gone for about 4 months back in 2009 with our favorite band, the B Foundation.
Shout out.
old homies. But like it was one of the things like, you know, I say gone for 4 months, but tour comes around, you're home for a few days and you go back out kind of thing, but you're just grinding for like 4 months straight. But that was before the families and stuff.
Exactly.
Before we give a shit, we're like, let's stay on the road.
You had less responsibilities.
Way less,
Yeah.
you know, and I was a fucking idiot, you know.
Yeah, I was living in my grandma's house before that. I'd rather live in a van, drive around the country than do
Shout
that
out
shit.
Wait a
Grams.
minute, your grandma, our grandma.
Our grandma, yeah, our grandma. But yeah,
All
I mean,
of our grams.
The Gram.
Ricky, there's your second
Yo, we got street tacos.
Damn, bro.
Yo, he exited so fast.
Bro,
They're like,
Anybody
I
want
don't
street
give a fuck.
tacos?
Y'all are
Damn.
taking this. I'm not taking no for an answer.
I actually hate.
Should I eat one of these? What's
No.
good?
No, you don't need it.
No.
It's gonna go straight to your ass.
Straight to the BBL.
All right, guys. We're gonna give you guys the time that you guys need. Thank you guys so much for your time. We fucking
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, man.
Yeah.
Hell
Cheers.
You guys are awesome. Thank you for the vibes.
Thanks for
Straight
having
up.
us,
Absolutely.
All right. Can we get your social media shout out to?
Yeah,
people
shout
who
out
follow you?
everything you guys want to shout it out right now.
everywhere that's important is at Ballyhoo Rocks. Ballyhoorocks.com is our website. And follow us on Spotifizzle.
Spot a fizzle.
And
Spot a fizzle with 2 Z's.
yeah, just look up Ballyhoo on all the platforms.
Friend us on MySpace.
Ooh.
What's your podcast called? As well?
Tales from the Green Room.
Tales
Tales from the Green Room.
I'm gonna have to look
I
that
know, I
up.
want to check it out.
I know we gotta do a podcast collabo.
Yeah.
Tales from the Green Room. Street
We
Champs
We
collabby.
just did episode 154 right here.
Ooh, let's go, dude.
Right here.
Right here, right now. We just did it.
This is it.
This is
No,
it.
like right before you guys came in.
Oh, you guys like knocked it out
Oh,
here.
yeah, I got all my shit back here.
Nice, that's badass. So you did it double.
Yeah, it's already on the internet. You can
already
just do it
on.
right now.
Yo, it's out now, guys. Go check that out. It's out right now. Go check that out.
That's fire.
All right.
All right, this has been Street Champs, guys. Like,
Easy.
comment, subscribe. Shout out to our sponsors: Rocky Mountain Blaze, Cushman's, Big Bro Wine and Liquors,
Greyscale.
Barbecue, Greyscale, all that shit. All right, y'all. Peace.
Jim, how come you don't got sponsors like?
It's okay, y'all. We're accepting $30 a month and shit. Like, yeah.